Before the game, I hope the watch along goes well. I hope we can finally get a win for you. Make sure you give Chelsea lots of love and support in the chat, and we'll see you after the game.
For us. Hi, Chelsea. Great to hear you. Thank you so much. Chelsea, fabulous. Oh, I'm back on there. So I'll just go through these lineups again. So looking at there, we have Bentley in goal today. As I said previously, Sarr was in the starting lineup, but it seems like in between now and the start of the game, most likely at the start, while they were warming up, maybe Sarr picked up a knock or something. So Bentley's in there. For our defence today, we have Semedo, Kilman and Gomez. We have Doherty, Gomez, Lamina and Traore midfield. And our main forward today are Ait-Nouri, Hwang and Cunha. If you haven't already, please let me know in the comment section, where are you watching from today? I would really love to know. Looking at our match stats, I'm on the Always Wolves fans channel there. So if you would like to know any match stats and facts before we start the game, I always like referring to those, kind of brush up my knowledge as well on some teams. So Wolves have lost 5 of the 6 most recent Premier League games, apart from a 2-0 win away in last April when we played them at Molineux. Crystal Palace have won this season's reverse fixture with a 3-2 in September. However, hopefully we should be able to turn that round today and hopefully get a win. Thank you to everyone who's put in the comment section where you're watching from today. Fabulous, Sarah, thank you so much. Daniel, thank you so much. Daniel saying he's watching from Willenhall today. Thank you. Peter, welcome back. Thank you for joining us again. He believes it's going to be a 1-1 today. Andy, thank you for joining in. Albrighton, thank you so much. And Sarah, watch from very sunny side of Briggleswade. Thank you so much for joining us on here. So looking at the table today, we can see that Wolves, they were 11th for a while, but we've slipped back down to 12th and we're on 46 points. Brighton are just above us on 47 and Bournemouth are on 48. If you look just below us though, Crystal Palace sit there on 43 points. So if they win today, they will go level with us on points, and depending on how many goals they score, might go above us as well in goal difference as well. But hopefully we won't have to worry about that, and Wolves will be able to pick up the win today. Before we kick off, please let me know in the comment section what you think the score line is going to be today. I would really love to know what you think, so pop in the comment section and I'll give you a shout out as we go through. Daniel, thank you, saying a 2-1 win to Wolves today. Fingers crossed. Andy says, I think we will struggle, possibly a draw today. We've had a lot of bad results so far. I think the last watch along we watched with Man City, it was kind of painful to watch, but hopefully we'll be able to pick up a last win of the season. Overall, guys, looking at the season, because we've got one more game to go, in the comment section, let me know, are you happy with how Wolves have finished this season? Thinking about where we started, we didn't think maybe we'd just be above the bottom half. So are you happy with how we've done this season, or do you think we could have done better? Eric saying a 2-1 Wolves win today and watch from California. Thank you so much for joining us. That's absolutely brilliant. Right, guys, our players are starting to come out now, which is fantastic. We can just see Cunha coming out as the captain today, which is absolutely brilliant. And as we go through, guys, as always, and I know you never do, but please don't shout out if there is a goal, because we never know if VAR decision might be changed or if it actually is a goal or not. So to make sure that the watch along is enjoyable and natural as possible, please refrain from writing down what you think it's going to be. If you haven't already, please let me know as well, guys, what you think the score prediction is going to be. So many of you are joining in the chat now, which is fantastic. Adam Chu says a 2-1 win for Wolves today. Sarah says she's hoping for a 2-0, but fear it might be the other way around. It can't be as bad as a 4-0 loss. We can't deal with that today. And Steve says, hello from Ontario, Canada. He believes we're going to have a 2-2 draw today. Oh, thank you so much for joining us. That's amazing. Rick says, I put a vid of Sensation, Magic and Dave on Discord, hope for a win and smash the like button. Thank you so much for smashing that like button. Really appreciated. And Peter says, based on us this season, it's been a satisfactory season, but home for better next season. Yeah, I think at the start, we kind of were hopeful for maybe have a good cup run, maybe do well in the league. But I think when we had that period of games where we were getting through to the next stage of the FA Cup and we had the opportunity to go to Wembley when we got Coventry in the cup game, I think a lot of us got more hopeful and thought this was going to be an even better season. But sadly, we just couldn't get it over the line, and the injuries for us kind of came at the wrong time. Sarah, so much for coming in, saying she suffered with injuries a lot with a small squad, so petted out at the end, but overall so much better than expected at the start of the season. Thank you so much, Sarah, for your opinion. Definitely, look, we had 6 of our main attackers out at the most important part of our season. It doesn't matter how fantastic that your defence is, your midfield, if you don't have that attack up front, we're going to score less goals, and also they won't be able to pile the pressure on the other team's defence as well. So we really struggled at the end of the season because of that. Hopefully, the team and the management and ownership will realise this and give us some much needed money and support for the start of the season for next year. But we'll wait and see what happens there. Daniel, thank you, saying I'm happy. We were, but VAR and with loads of injuries, I think we would get higher in the league. Yes, we have been unlucky with VAR this season, especially at the start of the season, the last few games. But hopefully, they always say it evens out, but I really don't think it did this season. But overall, I think as fans, we can be really pleased by the team done this season, especially because Gary O'Neill only had 3 games for the start of the season as well. He's really managed to put his own stamp on the team, and hopefully with his support and the ownership giving as much backing as possible, we can push on to have a much better season as well. Steve, just seconding what Sarah said about how we suffer with injuries and the small squad. Thanks so much, guys, for having that conversation together. So we are just about to kick off now. Teams are just having a huddle before we get ready. Right, everyone, if you haven't already, please let me know what your score line is going to be. And we're just about to kick off. Thank you so much, guys, to everyone who's joined in the comments. Really appreciate it. And if you do have anything you want to say or any questions that you have for all of us, please let me know. I really appreciate it. Right, guys, we have kicked off. Okay, Wolves with the ball. Gomez coming forward with Matt Doherty. News has just come through about Jose Sarr saying that he felt ill whilst he was getting ready for the game. So that's why he's missing today. And that's why Daniel Bentley's in the team. So hopefully he has a really good game today. And hopefully Sarr will feel better for the next game against Liverpool. Walls passing the ball well. Wolves now have the ball in the defence. Lovely ball forward, trying to find Huang. And Wolves pass the ball back to their defence. Okay, Palace with the ball now. Richard, hello, thank you for coming back and joining us. Palace now with possession. Anson towards Mateta, but Wolves clear up the loose ball. Kilman to Bentley. I've got to be careful not to say Sarr today. I'm going to just assume he'll be there. Totti trying to find Cunha on the break, but goes straight out for a Crystal Palace throw-in. Thank you to all of you who are joining on the watch along today. I hope a lot of you are watching in the sunshine. If you haven't already, please smash that like button because we really appreciate it as well. Thank you so much. It's so hot. I'm rocking the train investor day. Absolutely. Hopefully you're watching this with your earphones in outside in the sunshine. Wolves with the ball. To Kilman. Gomez asking for the ball. Passed it back to the goalkeeper. Traore, Lamina in the 6-yard box. A bit close to our defence there. Totti. Ball goes back to Wolves' defence. Just being cleaned up by Traore. Back to Bentley. Daniel, that sounds good to me. Relax with my fam with a cold drink, watching a lovely watch along. Thank you. Thank you for always joining us on the watch along as well. Really appreciate it. Okay, Wolves the ball with Totti. To Gomez. Gomez passes it to Cunha. Cunha loses out. Palace on the move, but Wolves clear it up very quickly. Well done, Kilman. Good defending. Bentley. Oh, Bentley just slips there while he's trying to distribute the ball, and he does go out for a throw-in. But it could have been a lot worse. So just needs to settle his nerves. I think he'll be fine. Hopefully, he has a really good game as well. We are 5 minutes in, everybody. Cunha to Traore. Lamina. Bentley with the ball now. Crystal Palace clear it. Throw-in for Wolves. Kilman to Lamina. Back to Gomez. Back to Lamina. Kilman passing it to Totti. To Traore. Traore being closed down there. Back to Bentley. To Kilman. Ball for by Kilman, but doesn't make it. Richard saying he's watching the watch along in his car. Thank God for AC. It's 27 degrees here in Wales. Oh my God, it's only about 22 here, so not that hot. But thank you for joining us, Richard. Just a pause in play at the moment, just waiting for the ball. And we're back. So Wolves with the ball now. Hwang, Doherty, Cunha is not offside. It's being closed down by 6 Crystal Palace players there. Cunha gets the shot off, but it goes out for a corner. Just came off one of the Crystal Palace defenders. Lovely move there. Cunha thought he was probably going to be offside. He kind of delayed his run and then couldn't get the shot off earlier. But really nice move there by Wolves. Steve, definitely coming in at the right time, that comment there, but not looking too bad. We've started really well. There's some nice passage of plays, some nice 1-2-3s between each other, some nice one-off passes. So hopefully Wolves as well can get the first goal so we can start again a party atmosphere here for the last game of the season. Okay, Wolves with the corner now. Taken by Gomez. Gomez whips it in. Kilman has a free header. However, he goes straight over the bar. But good start by Wolves. Really lovely delivery by Gomez there. Just needed to direct it down. It went upwards instead. Raul, thank you for joining us from Colombia. Fantastic to have you with us today. Thank you for joining the watch along. Wolves completely controlling possession for the first 8 minutes. Hopefully we can find a goal so we can get this game started. Even last week, despite when we lost against Man City, we still had a good first half, I'd say. We just didn't have the finishing touch. We lacked the quality. So hopefully today Wolves will be able to find that quality. Crystal Palace with the ball in their defence. Wolves closing down. Cunha now. Cunha brought down. And it is a free kick for Wolves. I don't think it's going to be a yellow card just yet. Let's see what the referee decides to do. It is a bit early in the game. Definitely, look, the last thing we need to do is give Man City anything extra. They've already got a fantastic team. I think majority of Wolves fans thought that the actual penalty was very light. But this season, Wolves haven't got away with anything. So it wasn't surprising that the penalty was given in Man City's favour. Right, guys, just waiting for the game to kick off as Cunha's is being checked over. The Crystal Palace player is still down. Right, everyone, we're 10 minutes in. There's just a pause in play at the moment as the Palace player is just getting treatment. At the moment, the Crystal Palace manager is just talking to the players there, just trying to get his team just a bit more awake, I think. I think for Wolves, we've had a really good start. We've controlled majority of the possession. We haven't had many shots on target yet, but I do think we look quite comfortable. Hopefully, this passage in play will continue even despite the break. The Palace player is back up, but he doesn't look that good at the moment. He might need to come off. Daniel, I absolutely agree with you from last week, definitely. It was a really, really soft penalty and possibly could have gone the other way, definitely. Right, guys, just to give you an update on the 3 o'clock kickoffs as we're waiting for the Wolves game to restart. Crystal Palace do look like they're going to make a change, so I'll just update you on that when I have that information. So Man City today, unsurprisingly, won again. They won 4-0 and Fulham got a red card. Currently, Bournemouth and Brentford are 0-0. Everton, Sheffield 0-0. Newcastle, Brighton 0-0. Spurs, Burnley, you called it, 0-0. West Ham 0, Luton 1. So well done, Luton. And the other game is obviously Wolves at Crystal Palace, which is 0-0. And we're back on. So Wolves with the ball now. Back to Kilman. Traore. I'm really happy to see Traore kind of build himself into the team. I really hope that he gets a lot more games next season. I'm really impressed with him so far. Totti crosses it into the 6-yard box. No one there, but it's really surprising to see him there. Richard, I think you're talking about the Man City penalty. Yeah, definitely. It was super soft. I don't know why it was given, but if it's Wolves, come on, it's always going to be given. Okay, Wolves with the ball now back in defence. Kilman to Traore. Lovely turn there. One touch passes there by Cunha and Doherty. Lovely work. Traore to Lamina. Oh, pass to play so much better today. I don't feel a bit bored. It's a lot better. George the Wolf, thank you so much for joining us on the watch along. Premier's getting boring at this point. Are you talking about this game specifically from Wolves, or are you talking about kind of who's winning and stuff and kind of always seeing Man City win the league? If you are, I think at least they've had a challenge from Arsenal and Liverpool this year. Liverpool have kind of died off over the last couple of weeks, but it's been really good to see Arsenal kind of challenge Man City. But Arsenal lack that experience of winning, and Man City just have it. And I think Man City do have to play one more game, and I believe, I just want to fact check myself, I think it's against Spurs, so let me just double check that, because obviously I'm a Wolves fan first. Yeah, so Man City have to play Spurs away on Tuesday, 8 o'clock, and if City win that game, they will go above Arsenal on points, but Arsenal still have to play today. So if Arsenal drop points, it still could be very much in Man City's hands then. Arsenal just needs to focus on themselves the rest of the season, win their next 2 games, and hope Man City drop one. But Man City have got Spurs and then West Ham, but they've got West Ham at home. So we'll see what happens. Right, guys, we are 40 minutes in. It's Wolves 0, Crystal Palace 0. Hughes has come off for Crystal Palace. Hopefully he'll be okay. And Hamadat has come on for Crystal Palace. George the Wolf, yeah, Man City do look very strong at the moment. It depends on how they recruit next season. I think if Arsenal can recruit another quality striker, maybe, and another midfielder, hopefully they'll get a chance. But you never know. Hopefully next year will be much more positive. Thank you, Rich, for putting that on. Thank you to all 23 of you who've liked it so far. If you haven't already, just smash that like button if you'd like to. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Crystal Palace with a throw-in. Wolves win the ball back with Traore again. Lovely turn by Gomez to win the ball to Doherty. Gomez to Semedo. Goes out for a throw-in. Semedo to take it for Wolves. Semedo back to Totti. Kilman back to Totti. Cunha, Aït-Nouri towards Hwang. Hwang being closed there now by 2 players. He tries to do the back heel flick, but wasn't able to convert it, then goes out for a throw-in. I haven't had to speak this fast for a game before. It proves that they're actually passing the ball much quicker, a lot better. Joe the Wolf, yes. So we started the watch-along from the Newcastle game. There's been a running joke on the watch-along that ever since they've started, we haven't had the most easiest results. But yes, we're back up as normal. If you go on to Always Wolves Fans TV, you'll see the watch-alongs there. I'll be doing the last watch-along for the Liverpool game, and I'll be back next season. Daniel, am I going on the USA tour? I wish. I absolutely wish. Most likely, no. That if there's any maybe watch-alongs, maybe we'll do some. If you guys really would like us to do watch-alongs for the after league games, when we look at the warm-ups and stuff, maybe we'll consider it if you'd like it. Ben Smith coming with a positivity there for Wolves. Come on, Wolves, let's get the win and end it on a good note. Definitely, I do think today, I think we'll nick a 1-0 win, I think. Maybe a clean sheet, who knows? Palace just had an opportunity there to get towards our goalkeeper. A loose pass and pass it straight to Lamina. We were quite lucky there. Wolves with the ball now with Max Kilman. Back to Traore, to Lamina. Palace win the ball back in a dangerous position. He's going to take a shot. That was close. That was really close. He should have done a lot better. Possibly should have put it away there. Mateta wins it back. Ezra literally just misses the goal completely. He really should have put us away there. We were very lucky. Bentley now. Maybe it's written in the stars. You need a little bit of luck. Maybe this is our luck today. But Wolves need to be careful. They've given Crystal Palace in the last 2 minutes 2 golden opportunities to score there. So, guys, just looking at the stats then, to kind of look at how Wolves are doing in the first half. Wolves, unsurprisingly, have majority of the possession. They have 71% possession compared to Palace's 29%. We've had 2 shots and 1 on target. Crystal Palace have had 1 and 0 shots on target. So there hasn't really been that many opportunities. But I do think, as Wolves fans, we can agree that we've had a lot more better possession. It's been a lot more positive. We've been having a lot more towards Cunha and Aït-Nouri, and hopefully we can keep it there. Cunha with the ball to Aït-Nouri. Aït-Nouri takes a shot. It's easily saved by the goalkeeper. Wang had the opportunity then to just win the ball back. Was nearly an opportunity for us, maybe it was a strike, but Palace were lucky there. Cunha with the ball, back to Wang. Gomez tried to flick it to Cunha, but it's a bit too far behind him. And Lamina gives away a little foul towards Crystal Palace. Right, guys, we are 20 minutes in. Always Moaning, welcome back. Thank you for joining us back on the channel, as always. Always Moaning says, Man United will allow Arsenal to win tomorrow as United don't want City to win the league. Oh, who knows? But, look, I know Man United hate Man City, but Man United also dislike Arsenal very much. So it'd be interesting to see what they decide. I think, you know, Man United have had to watch City win the league quite a few times now, and maybe be interested to see how it goes. I think tomorrow it's going to be a draw. That's my honest opinion. I think with Man United, I'm just double checking. I do believe they're playing at home tomorrow. Yeah, they're at home at 4:30. Man United always find a way to get a little quick draw or win. So I think Man United will ruin the party tomorrow. Hopefully not, though. Eric, thank you so much for coming in there. Sloppy passing. Yes, definitely. In the last 5 minutes, Wolves have been a little bit more sloppy in possession, but hopefully we can turn it round. We did have a first good 15 minutes. We just need to get back on track. Jord the Wolf saying, but surely Spurs won't want Arsenal to win the league, so they'll allow City to win. Oh, be interesting. It depends. Look, I think Spurs as a team are okay. I just don't think they have the quality of Man City, and Man City have something more to fight for the end of the season. I think even if Man City were playing any team, I think they'd beat them right now. So maybe Spurs will try and do one on Arsenal, but we'll see. But they're professional footballers at the end of the day, and they just want to win games. So let's see what happens. In the comment section, guys, let me know, who would you prefer to win the league? So not who you think will, who do you think you'd prefer to win? Would you rather have Man City win the league this year or Arsenal? Let me know in the comment section and I'll give you a shout out as well. Okay, guys, Palace with the ball now. Wolves closing down with Gomez. Doherty closing down, making Crystal Palace go back to their defence. Gomez doing the same. Palace pushing forward now. Crosses it in. Palace with the opportunity. And they miss. They just miss. Should have done better. But Crystal Palace are knocking on the door again. They're knocking on the door in the last 5 minutes. But so far, Crystal Palace are lacking that clinical touch, just getting away with it. Thank you, Ben. So Ben thinks Arsenal. Sarah thinks Arsenal are only someone other than City. CN, does it have to be those two or Wolves? No, look, if you want to say Wolves, you can. It's not going to happen by numbers, but in our dreams, of course, Wolves come in the league. Godfrey saying he prefers City to win the league. Thank you so much, guys, joining in that comment section there. Let me know who you think is going to win this season or who you prefer to win this season. On a personal note, I've already said in the last watch along when people asked me before, I think I'd like to see Arsenal win the league this year, kind of similar to Sarah, and that I'd like to see another team win. Also, you know, it's been in the North of England for a while now with City and Liverpool. It might be nice to bring it to different parts of the country as well. Daniel having a bold statement there. Next season, Wolves are going to win. Let's aim for the Europa League first. Let's get into the Europa League, maybe win that, then be able to go to Champions League. Always saying that, and we had many years Liverpool, Man United winning. Well, like the 2000, like if you had like 2005 to 2014, Chelsea were winning the league in 3 times in that season as well. So at least you had different teams winning occasionally. Eric coming in saying City's second team could win the league, but Arsenal are hopeful. You're bang on. Look, when you look at City and the quality they have on the bench, it's just night and day, especially when Wolves were packing up to them last week. You could just see the quality difference. And Rick saying, yeah, would love Arsenal to win, but doubt it. Yeah, I think a lot of us have a similar ideas at the moment. Right, everyone, and just give you an update on time and score. So it's 0-0. We are 24 minutes in. They're just having a replay of a challenge for Totti. Totti's leg is just clipped, hopefully, and that should be a foul for Wolves there, but we'll see. Yep, quick ball by Wolves there. It goes straight out for a goal kick. Waste opportunity. Should have just tried to play something there instead of just chucking the ball up front. That's what all money gets you. Yes, but Newcastle haven't won the league, have they? Now I've got the all money. We didn't have Oil Classico. Well, we did have Man City Newcastle, so we have Oil Classico at the moment. Daniel, I wish it came back to the Midlands. How great would that be? Wolves with the ball now. Semedo, Salamina, to Doherty. Lamina, Gomez just running off the defender there. Always Mountain saying, I think that Villa have a good chance to win next season as they've done really well. Just a few more additional needed. Yeah, look at Wolves fans. We don't want to see Villa ever doing well, but we have to put credit where it's due. They've been fantastic this season. They deserve to be where they are. And I would really, overall, let me just see where they are in the league. They're 4th. If they could stay there, it'd be amazing to see a Midland team. Palace coming forward again. But thank you so much. Eze with the ball. Munoz. Wharton. Elise. Elise takes a shot. Oh. Gorgeous goal. Not for Wolves, though. Oh, no. Right, Wolves 0, Crystal Palace 1. It was a sublime shot from first time watching it. I just want to see that replay once more. Absolutely, Daniel. Leicester did it, so why can't we? After that just happened, I don't know, but let's have a look again. There are 2 Wolves players on the Crystal Palace player who still got a shot off, but Wolves have been allowing Crystal Palace to win the ball back in their half. They've done it 4 times in the last 10 minutes, and Crystal Palace have just nicked one there. Emirates ahead, and we did not celebrate. I'm actually not sure. I mean, who did Ollie's play for? I don't think Ollie's actually played for us, has he? I don't think so. Not in my memory he has. No, I don't think so. Maybe he's just being respectful. He was showing some angst there. I'm not sure. Always want to say who thinks West Brom can win the playoffs. I think they could, but you never know. The playoffs can always go either way. Right, Wolves, you need to refocus now. Get the ball back. Palace with the ball. Doherty wins it back for Wolves. Doherty to Lamina. Lamina passes it back to the goalkeeper. Back to Bentley. Kilman. Bentley. Lamina to Tosi. Palace coming forward again. Palace. Mateta scores for Crystal Palace to make it 2-0. Crystal Palace make a shot and it's deflected onto the bar. The deflected ball goes straight back to Mateta and he easily gets a lovely tap in. Easy for Palace. Bloody hell, we always have such hard games to watch. Why can't we just have like an easy win? But who said a 3-2 win? That's still technically on the cards. We'll have a see. Daniel, maybe was a Wolves fan. George saying players on the beach already. I really hope not. Come on, Wolves, don't give up. Look, even if it's the end of the season, you should be trying to win the last game of the season at home to give the thanks to all of the people who've gone to watch you all season, home and away. You should pull on a good performance. Wolves at the start of the game, they had majority of the possession. They had a really good 18 minutes or so, 20 minutes. But then Wolves started having some loose passes, allowing Crystal Palace to get some opportunities up front. And now Crystal Palace are just, I like to say, cleaning up the garbage. Cleaning up that garbage. Any loose passes, they're taking it. Any loose opportunity to score, they're taking it. And after watching them against Man United last week, we know that they can score goals. So let's recuperate. Currently, a Palace player is down, so there's just a calmness in play at the moment. I will now update you just on those 3 o'clock kickoffs. So Bournemouth-Brentford is still 0-0. Everton-Sheffield is 0-0. Newcastle are losing to Brighton 1-0. Just as I was saying that, Everton have just scored to make it 1-0 against Sheffield United. Luton are still leading 1-0 against West Ham, and obviously we know the terrible Wolves score at the moment. Hopefully not. This will have 1 game to win here. Godfrey saying, where are the Fosun Boo Boys? Right, guys, we're 30 minutes in. Just waiting for the game to kick off. So disappointing. We had such a fantastic start, but then Wolves keep making those silly mistakes again. But if we make it 2-1 at the end of the first half, we can claw something back. So it's not over yet. Okay. Game's restarted. Wolves the ball with Kilman. Kilman passes it to find Ait-Nouri, and he does. Munoz for Crystal Palace kicks it out for a throw-in for Wolves. Tosi Gomez. Gomez trying to find Huang, but isn't successful. Semedo. Gomez tries to win the ball back, but Palace win that duel there. Lamina closed down the ball there. Loose ball by Palace takes it straight back to the Wolves goalkeeper. Bentley to restart. Kilman. Ever since Wolves have gone, especially 2-0 down, they've kind of converted to how they played before, where they're slow passing. They're not going for it. Whereas at the start of the game, we saw a lot of 1-2 passes, a lot of movement around between the forwards. Now they seem like they've just kind of shrunken in themselves. They need to get back to how they were playing the first 10 minutes with no fear. You're 2-0 down. You might as well go for it. It's the last game of the season. Why not try and go and find those 2 goals? Because if you don't and you sit there and just pass the ball along your defence, you're going to lose the game anyway. So you might as well just go for it. Palace driving forward again. Munoz. Totti's there and gets it away for a corner for Crystal Palace. Always Manny says, I'm dreading Liverpool game. We can't have these watch-alongs and have no win. Like, no win. It's like the most hardest thing to do in the world where we can't win a game. But it is Jurgen Klopp's last game as well. So we're asking for a miracle there. Right, guys, we're 33 minutes in. It's 2-0 Crystal Palace, and Crystal Palace have a corner. Corner clipped in. Lamina easily puts it away. The Crystal Palace fans cheering as each pass for Palace makes its mark. A bit premature there. Bit premature. Semedo with the ball. Back to Bentley. Bentley trying to find Cunha. Goes out for a throw-in for Wolves. So, looking at the attempts then, Palace now have 5 attempts on goal compared to Wolves' 2. So, in the last kind of 10 minutes or so, Palace have really turned this game on its head stats-wise. Traore of the ball for Wolves. Traore trying to find a pass. Huang Chan trying to make some space, but goes straight into the brick wall, Crystal Palace. Totti with the ball for a throw-in, passed it back to Kilman. Stu, thanks so much for your comment there, saying for this squad, we've had a good season as we could finish. I said 14 to start the season, so we're about where I'd expect. Yeah, I think, look, we got really excited, especially when we had that FA Cup run and that Premier League run when we were going for Europe. But it looks like our squad depth kind of just ran out. And I do think the players got fatigue, and I think they literally had no gas left in the tank when the games were important. Now I do think they're kind of shutting down at the end of the season, but sadly we just didn't have enough to get to the end of the season and make it to Wembley. And I think because we got Coventry, I think a lot of us, even though we don't want to say it, I think we believed we'd easily beat Coventry and make it to the final. It's no disrespect to Coventry at all, but as the Premier League team, we were playing well, everything. We had a party atmosphere. We thought it was all right, and we got humbled that day. Gomez with a free kick in for Wolves. Doherty keeps it in play for Wolves. Traore, cross it in, hits it straight into the Crystal Palace defence. Doherty again. Anson gets it away for Palace. Gomez collects the loose ball. Gomez finding Huang. Hwang headers it into the 6-yard box. He's absolutely bewildered that no one was there even to try and clip it in. Cunha of the ball. Crystal Palace win the ball back. Elise pushing forward for Crystal Palace through that midfield. Lamina shuts up shop. Bentley finds Gomez. Handball by Walton. Foul for Wolves. Always moaning, talking about the squad depth, saying we need to buy first team players and not players to go out on loan. Yep, look, we've got quite a lot of players on loan. Looking at them overall, yes, there's some good quality, but we need to find some proven Premier League kind of quality, and we need to put some money in there. We definitely need another striker. We shouldn't be relying on teenagers. When Fraser is getting criticised a lot when we have a lot of forwards out, in my opinion, I don't think it was very deserved. Fraser wasn't getting much service at the time because the forwards weren't there. Also, you shouldn't be relying on a teenager, an 18, 19-year-old to be leading the line for Wolves and their Premier League team. We should have another quality striker there to support Wang Hee-chan or even to be ahead of him. And I don't blame Fraser for that. That's on the ownership of Wolves, who haven't thought about the longevity and the quality of the team. We definitely need one more defender, and we definitely need one more midfielder of quality. And we need to try and find, I believe, someone who is Premier League proven. But obviously, it's going to be tricky this season. We're going to have a lot of transfer news coming up in the next couple of weeks as well. So hopefully as well, Wolves can look at the European Cup and see if there's anyone that they can use next season. And Stu coming in there talking about a lot of the players that he would let go. I say as well, a lot of the players, such as like Silver and stuff like that, they're on loan for a reason. They have an opportunity to play, but they can't get in the team. That's why they're put on loan. Some of them I do think could have a chance, but I don't think many of them will get into the first team if we're all positive. Trudy, thank you so much for joining us. Trudy said she was feeling really hopeful today, so I've decided my time is spent with doing some painting, just finishing up at the score. I know, terrible, really disappointing at the moment, but hopefully it's only 2-0. We should be able to at least draw it back for a draw, but we need to find a goal before the end of the first half. Palace are pushing forward now with the ball. That's a very, very tough challenge by Traore. He's definitely going to get a yellow card for that one. Yeah, I'm not going to argue with that. I think the referee made a fair decision there. And we are 40 minutes in, everybody. We should be having definitely at least 3 or 4 minutes because we've had quite a lot of stoppage in play because of some injuries. So I'm expecting to see a little bit more of extra time to the first half. Muniz have just got a yellow card as well as Traore. He got his for dissent, putting a fake card up to the referee. So trying to be a little bit cocky there. It hasn't gone in his favour. He's got a yellow card. So Wolves play on that, try and get him sent off. Right, Palace with a free kick. Elise, Kilman and Doherty clear it very well there. Kilman getting the last head on the ball. It goes out for a corner for Crystal Palace. Right, guys, we are getting towards the end of our first half. So in the comment section, let me know, who do you think, despite us losing 2-0 at the moment, is there any player of Wolves that you've been happy with or think has played well so far? Also, what would your rating be for the first half? Let me know in the comment section. Mitchell headers it from the corner, but it goes over. Easy for Wolves there. We are 41 minutes in. Always, Daniel, always ready. If I didn't do it, Dave would be so upset with me, so I can't have Dave upset. If I don't do the halftime snack, he'll just be so upset. So yeah, guys, just let me know for what you think your first half rating will be. And if any, do you think any Wolves players have played quite well at the start of this first half? Let me know. Thanks so much. And thanks, Lisa. I wanted to watch the Palace game, but I couldn't, so thanks for this commentary. You're welcome. Thank you for joining us. And on that moment, Doherty had a shot at goal. He headers it straight into the goalpost. We literally had an opportunity there to make it 2-1. Oh, no. Oh, God. I swear, being a Wolves fan should come with a heart rating so you can see how you're getting on. Doherty literally smashes it off the top crossbar. It's a good header. The only thing I would say, if he could, he needed to header it down and maybe he could have scored it. Pass for the ball now. And Bernardo, thank you for your opinion there, saying, I think we've played so poorly this half, especially against a team like Palace. Yes, I think for context, Palace had a fantastic result against Man United. They won 4-0, and they're going to bring that in. At the start of the game, we were really, really positive in the first 15 minutes, but I do think Wolves created their own problems. We had a lot of loose passes in our defence, allowing Palace to put on that pressure, and any Premier League team has quality, and we should have closed up shop. Sadly, Wolves, especially from around the Newcastle away game, we just haven't been as on it as we were before, halfway through the injuries, halfway through poor performances. So shame there. Daniel, thank you so much for your rating. So you'd give it a 5, so not completely awful. And player Gomez, yeah, Gomez has put in a good shift so far. Lamina, back to Doherty. Sarah saying Palace are in good form. It's always going to be a hard game. Yeah, they're going to be buzzing from the last game anyway. And if we're giving Wolves an opportunity even to score, we were asking for it in those 5 minutes. Wolves overall, though, are ending this first half quite strong. We've got another corner. Maybe we can find a goal there before the end of half time. Terrible corner there by Gomez. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. He didn't get past the first man. Should have done a lot better. Wolves clear up the poor corner. Traore back to Bentley. If you guys have just tuned in and you don't know why Bentley's playing, Jose Sarr didn't feel very well at the start. Sarr was put in the lineup originally, but he wasn't very well. He's got some sort of virus, so Bentley steps in for him today. Kilman with the ball. Goes out for a goal kick. We are 44 minutes in now, just waiting to see how much added time we'll have onto this first half. I'm expecting a little bit because there has been quite a few stoppages in play for injuries. Always saying Bentley and goal, no wonder we are losing. I will say in general, though, the defence and midfield have made the mistakes. I think could Jose Sarr have made some better one-off stops possibly, but I don't think Bentley's played terribly. He hasn't had a great game. And we have had quite a considerable amount of extra time there. So we had 5 minutes added from those injuries and the goal scored. Hopefully, Wolves can find a way to get back into this game before the end of the first half. I say this as Palace coming forward. That looked a bit questionable. No Palace players were asking for a penalty, and it looks like. Let's have a re-look at that from the replay. They're going to VAR will look at it, but I don't think that it will be a penalty. Here we go. A little bit of a close-up there. No, He's just used his strength and his body there. If we give away a penalty for that, that is ridiculously unfair. VAR have cleared it. That's the quickest decision VAR have done all year for Wolves. That was like 10 seconds. Definitely not a penalty. Thank you. I will not reserve any sarcasm for VAR this season. We've had a lot of fun with VAR as we've watched these games. Traore, back to Semedo. I do think in our defence, because Semedo's had to come more backwards, we have missed his presence moving forward, especially with that crossover. Wolves with an opportunity now. Wanky Chan with the ball. Of course, Trudy, there's always a half-time stat. You know now. Lamina trying to find Traore. Free kick for Crystal Palace. I do think that one's slightly unfair. He is on a yellow card as well, so needs to be careful giving away some fouls there. We're 47 minutes in. Oh, you won't give a yellow card for that. It's a bit light. He has every right to go for that header there. He just needs to be careful. Wolves with the ball. Totti to Kilman. Kilman passing it back to the goalkeeper. Probably will be passing it to Semedo in a second. No, he chooses to pass it towards Gomez, but we lose the ball straight away. Kilman to Cunha. Gomez. Good defending there by Crystal Palace, winning the ball back from Wolves. Traore piling on the pressure there. You can see the Crystal Palace players trying to play for that foul, maybe trying to get Traore off, but Traore does really well there, showing a bit of maturity, not going in and making that tackle. 48 minutes in, everybody. Rick coming in there saying, sorry, it's 0, mainly because it's our last home game. You don't have to apologise. It's not your fault, Rick. It's these Wolves players' fault. There might be a little bit on the beach there, but hopefully not. Right, Wolves have a corner. Gomez goes straight past Kilman. Traore, are you going to take a shot? No, swings it into Aït-Nouri. Aït-Nouri tries to go for the strike right towards the goalkeeper. Trying to do the bicycle kick there. But he is offside as well, so wouldn't have counted even if he scored it. Wolves coming forward again with Totti to Lamina. Cunha. Poor ball there, trying to find Aït-Nouri, doesn't find him. Kilman. And that's it. That is our first half done. Wolves are losing 2-0 at home to Crystal Palace. And it hasn't been the last final game of the season that we've wanted, but hopefully we'll be able to find a way back into this game, but we've got to be hopeful. Right, everyone, I'm just going to be back in 1 minute. So in that minute, go and do what you need to do. Go and grab a drink. Go and do what you need to do. And I'll be back with you in just 1 minute. See you then. Hello, everybody. Welcome to your half-time snack and half-time conversation. We are currently losing 2-0 to Crystal Palace after some good passage of play from Wolves in the first 10 minutes. Wolves started to make some poor possession and poor decisions, and Crystal Palace have really just took those chances and cleared us up there. One goal from Matita and Ollis to make us 2-0 down. Thank you to everyone already who you can see on here as well. If you just look there, we have what is the halftime snack. If you're just joining us for the first time, it's kind of this running joke by this point that we always have a halftime snack and it always has to be different. So thank you to everyone who's already joined in there. Daniel going fairy cake, maybe. Oh, Sarah coming in with a good one there. Is it a dairy milk? I do like dairy milk. Always man is saying chocolate muffin. A lot of people always say cupcakes and muffins, don't they? So it is a lovely, smooth Galaxy. Can't go wrong. It's not an Aldi today, so I'm going against my ultimate superstore, but it's a Sainsbury's Galaxy Smooth. So hopefully that'll be very nice. Very posh chocolate for this afternoon. Shay, there's always a person that says carrot cake. Maybe I'll try and get some for next season. Right, guys. So let's be honest. We're not happy with the score at all. Spiritual's coming in a fantastic sarcastic comment, but I do think hits a nail on the head. Congratulations controlling ball possession. Now, I always say, I've said it on Extra Time as well, whenever I'm on there with Dave, just because you have possession of the ball doesn't mean you're the best team. It depends how you're using that possession. In the first 10 to 15 minutes, Wolves were using that possession quite well. Yes, we didn't have that many shots on target. We were playing a lot of one-touch football, some nice intricate passes between each other, but we just lacked that clinical edge. And we have done really ever since the Newcastle game away when we lost. Ever since that game, we haven't really had that clinical edge that we've had at the start of the season. So sadly for us, Crystal Palace have just gone on top of us when we had some loose passes and scored the 2 goals. But we really should have learnt our lesson because Palace have just won 4-0 away at United. So they were going to be up for it and they were going to be confident. And sadly, they've made us punish us for our major decisions. But thank you to everyone who's been joining in on that comment section today. If you haven't already and you already joined us, let me know where you watch from today. Let me know what country you're watching, what town or what city you're watching. I always love to know. So post it in that comment section. Also, let me know what you think of the game. What are your opinions? How could Wolves have played better? Are we going to make any differences for the second half? Let me know. Just to give you an update, guys, of what's going on Always Wolves Fans TV. If you haven't already and you are enjoying the watch along, just smash that like button for us. Just takes 1 second of your time, but it really helps the channel know that you like these watch alongs, so I'll keep them coming for you. And thank you to every single one of you who come back every single week to join me on the watch along. We've had a lot of pain from the start of these watch-alongs, but hopefully when we start next season, we'll have a lot more wins underneath our belts. If you are enjoying the watch-along, please join us on Always Wolves Fans TV. If you have a look here, you can just press subscribe and then press that personalised button so you know when anything's been uploaded. As you look through there, you've got the Wolves watch-along with me at the moment. Also, as you go through, Mr. Dazzling Dave himself, he always puts on some good content. He has the Gary O'Neill press conference here, so always gives you updates on what Gary O'Neill has said. We have a lot of fundraising here. So a Wolves fan is to climb a mountain for his daughter, who had a lot of support when she had her heart problems at the time. So if you'd like to go and support that and give some money towards that, even if it's just £1, a couple of pence, or even £10, whatever you've got, please let me know because it's really appreciated. Also, Dave always gives his live reactions from the game and also does fan reactions as well as Extra Time. So if you are enjoying them, please join us on Always Wolves Fans TV to hear all your Wolves updates as they come. And thank you so much. To everyone who's joined us on the comment section, really appreciate it. So let's go back onto that now. Sal Barry from Cornwall, in Scotland at the moment, but still watching. Thank you so much. What are you doing while you're in Scotland for? You're on holiday? You're working? Let me know. Thank you, Godfrey, saying from Stourbridge, quite local from there. Thank you so much for joining us today. Jack Clark saying hello from Texas, USA. Come on, Wolves. That's amazing. What time is it in Texas right now? Let me know. Spiritual coming in saying South African Palace fan enjoying the watch. Can't say the same for Wolves fans. But thank you very much for joining us, even though it's not your own personal one for Chris Fans Watch Along. It's amazing that you're joining it with us. I loved your sarcastic comment about possession because it hit the nail on the head. So keep that sarcasm coming. And if we win, I'll bring some sarcasm back to you. I'm only joking, but thank you so much for that comment and thank you for joining us today. Daniel, we need to stop losing the possession so easily in one half. Yes. Over the last few games, we've had the same problems where either we've been playing the ball too much in our defence and we're allowing the opposition team to pile on that pressure and we're giving the ball away. Or in this game especially, we've been giving those loose balls away. That's really impacted us and we allowed Palace in. At the start of the game, Wolves looked quite comfortable with their passage of play, their quick passing. As soon as we went 1 or 2-0 down, the Wolves possession got slower. It was constantly in our defence, possibly going maybe to Lamina or Gomez, and it kept coming back. So sadly, we couldn't allow that to... We didn't allow the goals to kind of inspire us to go forwards. And sadly, we haven't had the best chances. But let's think of the positives. It's 2-0. It's still possible to turn it from a draw or even a win. We had someone, I believe it was Trudy or Sarah said, she's got a 3-2 win today. So maybe that's for us. Maybe I'm being hopeful. But what are we supposed to do? We can't be on these watch-alongs and be sad all the time. So we've got to be hopeful as fans as well. Always man saying good morning, USA. Saying that, thank you, Jack, for joining us as well. Really appreciated. Barry from Cornwall is in Scotland at the moment. Barry from Scotland at the moment on holiday. Lovely. I hope you're having a great time. Hopefully the weather's as lovely in Scotland as it is in England, and I'm really hoping that you're having a lovely time. Thank you so much for tuning in on the watch along, even though you're not where you are. It's amazing. So let's have a look at the team so far and how they're being rated. So overall, we've got not the best ratings, which isn't surprising. Bentley, with his first game for Wolves at the moment, it's got a 5-3. Obviously, we're 2-0 down. So we've got Semedo, Kilman and Gomez. I really think at the second half, we need to make a change to this defence. I think we're really missing Semedo pushing forward where Doherty is now. And looking at our lineups, let's just go back to the substitutions bench. So we've got Tom King in goal. I doubt we're going to make that change. We've got Hugo Bueno, we've got Santiago Bueno, we've got Tommy Doyle on the bench, we've got Chua, we've got Bellegarde, we've got Sarabia, we've got Fraser, and we got Ganelles as well. So looking at that lineup and looking at the substitutions, who would you bring on to make a difference for this team? I think Semedo should either stay on and go where Doherty is here, because I do think we miss Semedo and Aït-Nouri having that link up together. It's no criticism of Doherty. I think Doherty has played well today, but maybe we need to change it. And I do think Semedo's a much bigger threat going forward. Looking in our defence, I would bring on Santiago Bueno. He's back into the squad today, pull him back in defence and make a more natural defence that we've had as usual. I'd keep Gomez and Lamina on for now. I do think Gomez is really good at pushing forward, but we do have Tommy Doyle on the bench. So maybe we could take off one of these three of Traore, Lamina or Gomez. Most likely, Traore is the only one in the midfield on a yellow card. So it makes sense to bring Traore off and possibly bring Tommy Doyle on. At the moment as well, we haven't seen a lot of Wang Ki-chan, but he has had a lot of opportunities to have a shot on goal. So I'd keep Wang Ki-chan on the pitch at the moment. Even if you put Fraser on or another striker on, it's not going to make that big of a difference, in my opinion. They're not getting the service, so you might as well keep someone on his experience. Cunha so far has had quite a few loose balls, but I'd rather Cunha be on the pitch than not because he's magic. He can find a beautiful pass or shot out of nowhere. And Aït-Nouri as well. Overall, I don't think he's had a bad game. He just hasn't had that flair that he's needed. He did have an opportunity to score with a bicycle kick. It was a bit hard and he kicked it straight towards the goalkeeper. But again, we've got to keep those on. So if it was me, I'd possibly take off Doherty or Traore and then bring on Santiago Bueno for the defence, make the Max Kilman, Gomez and Bueno defence the more natural one. I'd push Semedo forward, possibly taking off Doherty or Traore, or maybe just Doherty. And then if you want to make a change to the midfield, I'd take off Traore because he's on a yellow card and I'd bring on Tommy Doyle. And then Tommy Doyle can push a little bit more forward and Lamina can be holding in defence. any of that made sense. That's what I would like to do. But let me know in the comment section, because I'm not the manager. Let me know, what would you want? Who do you want to come on at the end for the start of the second half? Let me know. Rick saying I would put on Wolfie. Well, he would have the passion for Wolves, wouldn't he? So maybe that. Always Manny says, yes, put Tommy on. He's a game changer. I do think he controls the ball well. And when he had his more forward play, when he was supporting Cunha and Aït-Nouri more forwardly, I think he was a really good option. And I was quite impressed with him at the moment. But yes, I'd bring Traoré off. Godfrey saying, don't think any of those sort of make a difference with the exception of Doyle. Absolutely. So let me know, would you just keep the defence the same? I think at the moment, just for me, I think Semedo is just being held back. I think he could do a lot more for the team, but because he's in defence, he can't do anything. Whereas if he's able to go up and down the flanks, at least he can give some options for Aït-Nouri and the midfield. He's got pace, so maybe that would help, and you'd have the more natural defence as well. Thank you to everyone who's been joining in the comment section. Let me know what you do, but if you haven't already, in the comment section, let me know who you'd bring on, just to remind you of what the substitutions are. So let's just go back and just remind you. So we've got Hugo Bueno, Santiago Bueno, Tommy Doyle, Chira, Bellegarde, Sarabia and Fraser. Would you bring any of those on, and let me know? Thank you. Henna also saying greetings from Worcester, USA, up the Palace. Thank you for joining us. And even though this is not a Palace fans channel, thank you for joining the watch along on the Wolves channel. Really appreciate having all different fans joining us on the same platform, and we all love football. So that's the one thing that brings us together. So thank you so much. And Paul Harris is saying O'Neill has made us into the whipping boys. Oh, we haven't played very well, have we? But hopefully we'll be able to turn it round at the end of the season. So I will have a little bit of my halftime snap, because I never do, because we're always talking so much. Daniel, thank you so much for your comment there, saying Tommy Dolan for Traoré. We'll see what happens there. So giving you kind of an update, guys, of possibilities for the next part of the season. Currently, Pedro Neto is back in training, but he wasn't able to make the team today. So hopefully he could be back for the very last game of the season against Liverpool, because he is hoping that he can play in the European Cup at the end of the season. But if he's not playing, that's going to be very hard to. Also, as well, Santiago Bueno is back, which is really good to see. There has been news as well, possibility of transfer news. So we all know about Max Kilman maybe going to Man United. We know Man United are interested in Aït-Nouri at the moment as well. And we're aware of Sarr has had some kind of interest from Saudi Arabia as well. In the comment section, I'd like you to tell me, would you let Sarr go at the end of the season for some money? Let me know. Do you think we should sell Sarr at the end of the season, find a new goalkeeper? If not, who out of those lot, or those three, would you sell? If it was my choice, obviously I'll try and keep as many of them as I can, but it's unrealistic that we could do that. Paul Harris, thank you, saying if this form goes into next season, we are in big trouble. Yes, look, we haven't had the greatest start at all, have we? Especially since the Newcastle game, we haven't had many good performances. Well, even argue before then, when we played Brentford and we just got it over the line. I think we scored 1-0. We got 1-0 in the first half. The second half for us just defending. Then when we played Brighton at home in the FA Cup, I was there for that game with Dave, and we both kept looking at each other after we scored the goal, the really early goal, like the first 2 minutes. And we just thought, this is not going to go well. And I do think there were some early signs there that Wolves were getting tired and Wolves were lacking that energy that they're needing, and sadly it finished off that way. But hopefully, Paul, we have a really good start to the season for 2024-25. Right, everyone, we are just kicking off again. It looks like Bellegarde has come on. It hasn't told us who he's come on for, so I'll just wait for that update there. Should be able to figure it out by those on the pitch. We are the first minute into the next part of the second half. Hopefully, we can find a win out of somewhere. Rick, thank you so much, saying no to Sarr, sell Kilman and Neto. Oh, I think a lot of us had discussions about what should we do with Pedro Neto. Look, of course, we think he's a fantastic player, but he hasn't had a lot of games, especially in this season. He is injury prone, so could we make some money out of him? Thank you so much. Peter says he would like to keep Sarr, sell Neto. We only get half a season from it anyway. I think if we want to get some money out of Neto with his injuries as well, we've got to find a way to maximise the profit. So maybe if we do want to sell, we sell Neto this season. Of course, I would rather him stay, but if he's got so many injuries, it's more of a harm to us than anything else. Sarah, thank you. Think O'Neill's already trying out players out of position as we are already in pre-season, while still making a point to She that we desperately need investment. Yeah, it might be subliminal messaging as well to say, look, if we are struggling, can our team carry on? But thank you so much for that. Always Manning says yes to sell Kilman. I think a lot of us have already said that maybe we could get maybe 40 to 45 million on there. And especially if it's a team like Man United, we can inflate the price because they've got a lot of money behind them. So we might as well maximise the profits we can do. Sarah coming in on the comment by, it's just up there. Sorry, I just want to give you a shout out for what you said. Where are you? Paul. Sarah points to Paul. They're saying, I hope that's the case or we are doomed. Yeah, we need a good start this season. Terry, welcome back. Thank you for joining us. Says, sell Sarr and bring in Ramsey, maybe. And Rick there saying, I agree with you, Sarah, that the small squad next season will not benefit us. Thank you so much, guys. So Wolves currently out of possession. Crystal Palace passing the ball forward, but it's cleaned up by Kilman there. And just to give you an update on the changes, we've had one change to the game where Traore has come off and Bellegarde has come on. Right, guys, we are 47 minutes in now. And I am going to have my halftime snack now because I didn't have it then. Okay, Wolves got a throw in. Cunha. Is it Kilman? Palace get it away, but goes out for a throw in for Wolves. Godfrey, thank you for your comment there saying, having watched them for over the last 2 months, I'd sell all except for Cunha. Cunha just has a shot, however, it goes straight towards the goalkeeper and goes out for a corner. Look, I think at the start of the season, the small squad has literally got to us. We need a couple more players. Gary O'Neill hasn't had the opportunity to rotate. And I do think that because he has been able to rotate within the cup and the league, the players have got to the end of the season and they're done. I think they're physically done. They're there in body, but I don't think they're there in fitness or spirit at the moment. Cunha pushing forwards. Wangi Chan gets the ball back, but he's offside. Okay, Wolves with the ball for Crystal Palace, pushing forward. Kilman gets the ball away. Palace winning back that loose ball. Mitchell crosses it in. Loose ball. Aït-Nouri has given the corner away despite trying his very best to at least make it a throw-in. Richard, thank you so much for that lovely comment there. Yeah, I'm just trying to have a little bit of halftime sack. I never have it in the end because it's just me talking, blabbering on for so long. But thank you. Right, guys, it is a corner for Palace. Anderson headed it back into the 6-yard box. Bentley is nowhere to save that. If that went to a Palace player, that should have easily been 3-0. But the referee has just given offside about a minute later. Yeah, Daniel Munoz definitely offside. Right, guys, we're 51 minutes in. It's Crystal Palace 2, Wolves 0. Wolves are looking to try and claw a draw or a win back. And hopefully, if Wolves can find an early goal, maybe we can get back into this game. But let's keep positive. As we're saying here, let's get one back. Come on, Wolves, we have belief. Come on, then. Doherty for throwing to Totti. Back to Bentley. I've done quite well so far. I thought I was going to end up saying Saar the whole way through, but I haven't made that mistake. Lemina trying to get the ball forward, but falls over, gives it back to Palace. Good pressure break, Nori there, but Palace keep the ball. Really good work by Gomez there, getting the goal kick for Wolves. Ball ricochets off Bellegarde, goes for a throw-in for Crystal Palace, 53 minutes in. Crystal Palace take the throw-in. Wolves win it back with Gomez. Cunha gives a free kick away to Palace, 53 minutes in. Mitchell coming forward for Palace, crosses it in. Totti passes it back to Kilman. Semedo gets the ball away, but Palace get that loose ball. SA cross it along the 6-yard box. No one in there to tap it in for Crystal Palace. And it is a throw-in for Wolves, 55 minutes in. Just waiting for the throw-in to be taken. Throw-in goes straight back to Crystal Palace. Mitchell coming forward for Crystal Palace. Wolves get the ball away. Doherty, Bellegarde. Should have been a free kick for Wolves. Lovely pass there by Crystal Palace to get out of danger. Walton with the ball. Loose ball there by Walton, giving the ball back to Wolves, and it's a throw-in. Right, guys, just give you an update on the scores since the 3 o'clock kickoffs. So Bournemouth and Brentford are still 0-0. Everton are still 1-0. Newcastle are 1-1 against Brighton. Spurs and Burnley are 1-1. West Ham have got a goal back to make it 1-1 with Luton. And obviously it's Crystal Palace 2 and Wolves 0 here. Crystal Palace coming again. Strike goes high and wide by Hamada. Hamada in a lot of space there. Should have done a lot better. He skies it right into basically the second story of the Wolves ground there. Bentley with the ball. To Bellegarde. Wanky Chan trying to pile on the pressure to make Crystal Palace make a mistake. Gomez gives away a free kick to Crystal Palace, but remains uncarded. Wolves win the ball back with Bellegarde. Wang holding up the ball well there, giving it back to Bellegarde. Bellegarde's been really good since he's come on. He's made a lot of impact with his possession and also winning the ball back. So I've been impressed with Bellegarde being back. Cunha with the ball now. Good defender by Chris Richards to win the ball back for Crystal Palace, but can Wolves close it down? Another free kick for Crystal Palace. I think that's a bit harsh there. And we are nearly 60 minutes in already to the second half. Well read by Lamina to win the ball back. Aït-Nouri with the ball. Being hounded by Crystal Palace players trying to get out, and it results in Aït-Nouri giving the ball straight back to Palace. Richards to Klein. Elise turns back to Elise. Aït-Nouri and Gomez doing well there to force Crystal Palace back and make them force them all the way back into the fence. Good teamwork there by Gomez and Aït-Nouri. Bellegarde putting the pressure on Crystal Palace now. There's a little bit of a shift going at the moment. Wolves are starting to play a lot better. I think Bellegarde coming on, taking Traore off. They look a little bit more comfortable than they did in the last 10 or 15 minutes. So hopefully Wolves can find a goal sooner rather than later. But I am impressed with Bellegarde so far. Totti to Lamina. Lamina. Currently at the moment, Semedo's gone slightly more forward. Lamina's kind of pushed back in that defensive role, and Semedo's pushing forward when he can. And Semedo's returned back to the defence, but it does seem like he's going more forward there. Cunha piling on the pressure on the goalkeeper for Crystal Palace. Aït-Nouri trying to tackle the Crystal Palace player, but Palace keep moving forward. Totti wins the ball back, and Lamina gives away a throw-in for Crystal Palace, but good defending there. Pablo Sarabia is coming on. Okay, Aït-Nouri is coming off. Sarabia is coming on. Welcome. Thank you, Aït-Nouri. You've played overall fantastic this season and scored a lot of important goals when we're missing a lot of our forwards. hopefully we can maintain and keep Aït-Nouri for next season. I think letting Aït-Nouri go would be a detriment to the team, so I do hope he stays next season. Okay, Wolves with the ball again to Bentley. Sarabia to Tomato to Cunha. Poor touch by Cunha there by his standards. Bellegarde wins back that loose ball. Bellegarde trying to find Sarabia, loose ball again, but Doherty gets that loose ball back to Sarabia. Sarabia to Hwang. Hwang trying to find Cunha, but he's unsuccessful. Right, guys, for next season, obviously we don't know who's going to be playing for us next season, what differences we would make. But in the comment section, let me know, where do you think Wolves are going to finish next season? And do you think we're going to have a good cup run? So do you think we possibly could make Europa League, Conference, or Europa League next year? Or do you think we'll stay at the level that we are? Do you think we can have another good cup run? Let me know based on what you've seen this season. And despite not knowing where we're going to go with our players, let me know, where do you think Wolves are going to be next season? Crystal Palace with the ball. Mitchell pushing forward for Crystal Palace. Gomez is on him but gives away a foul. Is he going to get yellow carded? No, he's okay. Palace with a free kick. Just waiting for them to take it now. We are 63 minutes in. It's Crystal Palace 2, Wolves 0. Sarah, thank you so much. With investments, top 8, without, we'll be battling for safety again. Yep, hopefully the ownership will realise that we need to invest in this team to hope that they can, one, stay where they are from this season, but also try and make an improvement. The lack of rotation really impacts us at the end of the season. And Always Merlin as well, making a similar comment there about our investment. If we invest, yes, we can improve. If we don't, we're going to stay where we are. Bellegarde trying to find Sarabia. And someone just asked a very good question there. Always Moaning saying, has the defence changed? Yeah. Looking at the lineup, it looks like a 3-5-1-1 or a 3-5-2 based on the players that have come on, but it does keep interchanging slightly. Hate saying Fosun isn't investing anything. Hopefully, I'd hope that they're wrong and we do get investment, but in the previous times, we can't say that they've been the most supportive. Semedo with the ball. Finding Sarabia. Sarabia has a very loose sky shot that goes nowhere. Bellegarde with the ball. To Gomez. Sarabia to Doherty. Semedo. Cunha. Hwang. And shot. Oh. Cunha has the shot. It goes straight into the back of the net, but he is offside. Please double check it. He does look offside, but please let us see. Can we have a little bit of luck? So just a replay there. Lovely ball by Semedo. Oh, actually, The Crystal Palace player looks like he's actually playing Sarabia onside. So that needs to be rechecked. If you actually look at the Crystal Palace defender there, his right foot is possibly playing Wolves onside. So this might be a 1-2. We're just waiting for the VAR decision. H, more chance of Kyler Minogue falling from the sky and landing in my lap than Fosun buying any players. Okay, just waiting for the decision there by VAR. Is the Palace player playing Sarabia onside, which will mean Cunha's goal will be allowed? Will we have a positive VAR decision? Is this going to happen? We've got the replays constantly, still waiting. Spiritual, the Crystal Palace players here, having the stress of VAR. Are we going to find it? The goal is good. Wolves 1, Crystal Palace 2. VAR in the last home game of the season has given Wolves their most deserved goal. It's happened, people. VAR has gone on our side. Sarah coming in. We've scored a goal with VAR. Glad I'm sat down. I can't believe it. And I get to re-watch my reaction to this whenever I want of my surprise. Come on. Wolves 1, Crystal Palace 2. 67 minutes in. That 3-2 is back on. Trevor or Trudy, I think you said 3-2. Your one still on. Always round saying VAR's woken up. Jordan Wolf saying goal. Come on, Wolves. Let's do this now. The hill back to a win doesn't look as far as it was before. Can we get back? Crystal Palace singing the song of monetized VAR. Can't say that live on a watch along, so I'll let you guess what they're saying. We are 68 minutes in. Wolves 1, Crystal Palace 2. Lamina going in hard for the ball there. Wins the ball back. Well done. Bellegarde. Sarabia. Cunha. Wangi. Oh, just behind Wangi Chan. Had another opportunity to try and make it 2-2, but better by Wolves. Vincent Knight. VAR 0. Wolves 1. Come on. Positives. Sire saying, oh, good, VAR's feeling nice today. VAR's being kind to us at the moment. And touch some wood. At the moment. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. We can't guarantee. Okay, Palace are making a change now. Mateta and Mitchell are coming off. Edward is coming on. And he's coming on for Crystal Palace. Spiritual coming in here, saying congratulations, no clean sheet, but you still won't win. Save your energy. You're on a Wolves watch along. We've got to keep positive. I've got to be hopeful. I mean, Palace are technically behind us in the league at the start of the game, so we should be able to beat you. We should be able to, because you're behind us in the league. Always about it. Maybe we could get a draw. Let's see. Right, guys, 70 minutes in right now. Sameda with the ball. But I'm loving the banter in the comment section. Keep them coming. Absolutely love it. Doherty with the throw-in. Totti. Sarabia gives away a free kick to Crystal Palace. And he's given a yellow card straight away. God, I don't even know if we have one moment. He gets a yellow card straight away for his first challenge. Hi, Milo. Hi, Milo. Hello. Are you coming in to join the watch along? No. See you later. Milo's just come to say hello. He's not joining the watch along today. He's just coming to say hello. Pass for the opportunity. Get it away. Bentley cleans it up. That was terrible. That could have been 3-1. Pass with the ball. Eze coming forward. Goes round the goalkeeper and scores. For God's sake. Honestly. He literally walks around the goalkeeper. Come on, Wolves. I know Spiritual's going to be loving that. Fair play. Lovely. Lovely work by Eze there. Comes from a free kick. Lamina wins it back. The loose ball is kicked towards Eze. Eze is very much onside. Goes around the goalkeeper, call as you like, and passes it into the back of the net. Good goal there. He could have panicked. He did well there, Eze. Fair play to you. Lovely goal. Wolves, shame again. The beauty of football, you can be hopeful for 4 minutes and they just get that dagger, pull it in and end it again. 73 minutes in, Wolves 1, Crystal Palace 3. Can we turn this around? Who knows? Hopefully. We'll see. Right, just to give you an update on the 3 o'clock kickoffs as well, as Wolves have the ball in their defence. Bournemouth, Brentford are still 0-0. Everton still lead Sheffield United. Newcastle and Brighton still share the goals with 1-1 apiece. Spurs and Burnley 1-1. West Ham have gone from losing the game to winning 2-1. And obviously we know what's going on at Molineux. Chris pass with the ball again. Kilman, loose ball again. Bentley does quite well there. Offside comes on Crystal Palace. Come on, Wolves. We've got 2 games left. At the moment, they do look like they're whimpering towards the end of the season. Tom Madorn is coming on, 74 minutes in. Spiritual, I'll let you have this, mate. You've had a lovely couple of weeks. You've beat Man United. Fair play to you. I really hope by the end of 90 minutes we find a way to get a draw. If you win today, fair enough. Enjoy it. Enjoy in the sunshine. I really hope that you don't get the result you want in the greatest respects. Thank you, John, the watch on there. Smash that like button, please. And I've had fireworks out of nowhere. Thank you. That's magical. Trudy saying 1 step forward, 2 steps back. I hear that again. There's arguments going on. Wolves getting involved with some silly, petty arguments. Semedo with the manager of Crystal Palace. Boys, this is exactly what Palace want. Palace want you to keep moaning. Cunha showing his anger there. I did think originally, I was like, Cunha would be a good captain, but I do think Cunha's a bit too much of a hothead, to be honest. He just gets involved in everything. Right, Palace players, Wolves players, all getting involved. As a fan, I don't really care for this at all. You're here to play a game. Stop moaning. Get on with it. Do your job. If you're losing, get on with it. Waste of time. No time for it. Stop moaning. Get on with the game. You're losing because you deserve it, Wolves. Clear as day. You deserve to lose. So, Semedo's upset. The manager of Crystal Palace picks up the ball, and Semedo thinks they didn't give the ball back quick enough. So, lol out of nothing. Move on. Get on with it, boys. Come on. The Crystal Palace manager's been given a yellow card for delaying the start of the restart of the game. Cunha has been given a yellow card for basically moaning too harshly, basically. So next season, if we do have the blue card, Cunha's got a blue card for being a bit too emotional. Huang with the ball goes out for a throw-in for Wolves. Preach. I'm all there for you. Stop wasting time, score. "78 minutes in. Palace with the ball in the defence. Thank you to all of you who have joined in on the watch along today. If you haven't, please smash that like button, please. It really helps us to know you're enjoying the watch alongs. I know the results haven't been what we've wanted, but thank you for joining me today, as always. Oh, let me just double check these blinds here. The lights are coming through. Give me 1 second. That's a bit better. Is that better? Yeah, a little bit. Okay, Tommy Doyle's on for Doherty. Just fix it. Lovely. Tommy Doyle wins the ball back. Well done. Wins a free kick for Wolves. Well done, Tommy Doyle. You're going to give Eze a yellow card there or not? The referee decides not to. Okay, Tommy Doyle taking the free kick. It's going to be a long free kick, trying to see if we can claw a goal back. Doyle finds Sarabia. Sarabia takes a shot. Goalkeeper clears it. It is on the right-hand corner of the goalkeeper, but still, he had to save it, so well done. It's a corner. It's going to be taken by Sarabia. Sarabia takes it. Lamina's free. Bicycle kick by Lamina. Fantastic save by Palace there, but a lot better by Wolves there. We have another corner. Paul Harris bringing in a good comment about, are we happy with Gary O'Neill's performance this season? Overall, yes. Look, if we haven't won a game, we've won one game in 9 games. Is that good? No. But really, has Gary O'Neill had the support he's needed? Has the squad been big enough to fight on 2 fronts of trying to get into Europe and win the cup? I don't think he has. So overall, and considering Gary O'Neill only had 3 games to start the season, I think Gary O'Neill has earned at least 1 more year. And if we don't see any changes, maybe we can consider other managership. But overall, I'm happy with Gary O'Neill. I think the last half of the season just showed our lack of squad depth in the end. I think that's more the problem. And we don't have any players to bring on to try and win games. We don't have players. Always Manny coming in there saying, who would you replace our leader of the gang with? Moyes? No, I don't want David Moyes. If that's what you're saying, no, I do not want David Moyes. Absolutely not. Gary O'Neill has done well this season despite the lack of support he's had from Fosun. So give him one more year. I'd say one more year. See what he can do. That is a foul on Wolves. It should be a yellow card. If it's not, that is not fair. Give him a yellow card. Thank you. Anderson gets a yellow card and it's much deserved. We're 82 minutes in. Crystal Palace 3, Wolves 1. Barry from Cornwall agreeing, saying the injuries have impacted us also. VAR decisions haven't gone our way. Hello, Milo. Hello. Want to say hello to everybody? Oh, come here then. Hello. Oh, look who's joined us. It's Milo. Gomez takes a shot. We nearly scored, didn't we? Yes. Say hello, Milo. Looking at. Do you want to go? I'll see you in a minute. See you in a minute. Milo making an appearance. Oh, Milo, Sarah says hello. Thank you, Sarah. Ibex says we might not be able to spend this summer, but next summer our big loss-making season will be on the book and we can spend again. He's so cute, isn't he? Cutest little pup in the world. Daniel says, hello, Milo. Milo, can you hear that? Man of the match, maybe will be Milo again. Possibly. Okay, guys. Wolves with the ball now. Lamina headers it into no man's land. Goes towards Crystal Palace instead. We need Milo on the pitch. He does have some speed, and I will say we were playing football outside of him this morning. He has got some techers. He does. He's got some skill. He's got some quality. Maybe we should. Who knows? Wolves win the ball back to Sarabia. Gomez. To Cunha. Good defending there by Chris Richards, but Cunha outruns him. Come on, Cunha. Oh, he's brought down. That is a penalty. It has to be. He's pointed. That doesn't mean it's going to happen, but he's pointed, and he should be coming off. I think he should be coming off. It's 2 yellows. It's a red. Bye. Bye. I'll take that any day. Definitely a foul. It's a yellow card. He's had 2 yellows. He is off. Richards did okay. Cunha got the better of him. Let's have a re-look at this. Oh, but looking at the replay, the referee's pointed to the penalty spot, but it's actually outside the box. So it should be a free kick. VAR will point this out. So let's have another look. Yes, definitely outside the box. The referee's blind, if he's called that. He's actually blind. Can it see straight on? How have you not seen that? Are you saying because it's on the line? But still, the other player had 2 yellow cards. So even if it was a foul or not, he should be coming off. Always want to say nothing, it's a penalty. The referee's blind. How can you not see that he's not a penalty? Adrian, thank you for joining us again. Trudy saying, lovely to see you, Milo. I'll let Milo know. Thank you very much. Okay. Crystal Palace have gone down to 10 men. We should be able to claw back another goal at least, but they will be shutting up shop now. We have a free kick right on the 6 yard. Right by the 6 yard line. What can we do? Sarabia towards Totti. Cunha. Blocked by Walton. Punched away by Henderson. Doyle. Palace trying to get the ball away. I so wish that was a penalty. Oh, I wish it was a penalty. Oh. Can't deal with the stress. I'm exhausted from this season already. We've got one more to go. One more game to go. Okay, Tommy Doyle coming forward for Wolves. 86 minutes gone. Cunha crosses it in. It's over the head of everyone and goes out for a goal kick. Foul for Wolves. No question, it definitely was 2 yellows and a red card. If that was anywhere else, it still would be another yellow, so it's fair. Sal coming in saying, never mind, look on the bright side, we're still in the Premiership. Yes, we did. A lot of us thought a lot worse than that, didn't we? Chris Palace making some changes now. Ward and Schlepp coming on. Of course, I will be finishing off the season. We'll have the reaction to and the watch along for the very last game of the season. Of course we do. We have to finish the watch alongs and the positives, and then we will see who the Premier League champions are. And let's have a little bit of a party. We've had a good end. We've had an overall decent season. It's been a bit of a sad one towards the end, but let's focus on the positives while we can. Palace with the ball. Semedo picks up that loose ball. Semedo pushing forward, finding Sarabia. Doyle to Sarabia. Sarabia trying to find Semedo, but goes out for a throw-in for Crystal Palace. We are already 89 minutes in. The second half has flown by. Right, guys, if you haven't already, please let me know who your man of the match is today and what is your performance rating for Wolves today. Let me know. Put it in the comment section and I'll give you a shout out when I can. Totti's coming off for his last game. I'm going to go clap to Totti. I have been happy with him this season. And Gonzalez has come on. Welcome to Wolves. Hello, how are you? Paul, yes. Look, since Newcastle, we have had a terrible record. I am not going to dismay that at all. But as well, we have to have some context with it as well. A lot of us thought we were going to go down this season. And yes, where we were, we should have done better. We haven't had the greatest end. We should have picked some more wins and draws, but we haven't. We've got to move on. We've got to look at some positives, and hopefully the board will give us that funding that we need. A lot of you in the comment section don't think we're going to have that based on their previous experience, but they need to, or we're going to go down. Doesn't matter. They've got to put some more money behind the squad. There isn't enough players to maintain a Premier League side with a good cup run. They just can't. They're knackered. They're absolutely knackered. Thank you, mate. I wish I was on the board as well, but, you know, we're Wolves fans. We can make a difference. If every single Wolves fan went absolutely mad, refused to go to the games until they made a difference, you could do it, whether they're willing to as well. Yep, a lot of injuries did kill us. Right, guys, we've got 7 minutes added on to the end of this game today. If you haven't already, please let me know in the comment section who your man of the match is today. If you've got one, there's got to be someone who's played okay. And what is your performance rating overall? Sarabia now with the free kick for Wolves. Good delivery, but no one is there to header it in. So lack of opportunity there. Daniel, how's the third kit? Very nice. I've gone for long sleeves because I'm always cold. So I really like it. It's on sale at the moment. You can get it for, let's have a look. On the Wolves kit at the moment, adult ones are $19.75. So go on to the Wolves one if you want one, $19.75. Godfrey saying it's too difficult to find depositing. Representing all Wolves fans to the end. Right, if anyone's too scared to, I will. I think for man of the match, I think for the second half, I'm quite impressed with Bellegarde. I think he's played quite well since he's come on. For my overall man of the match, I think I might just give it to Gomez. I think he's had some good movement going forward. He's done a lot of close down the ball. He's won the ball back quite a few times. So Gomez has done all right. Wolves have a corner. Paul coming here with a very good comment about looking at our reactions. Are we being too kind to Gary O'Neill? We haven't had the best performances, winning the last 1 out of 9. So should we reconsider Gary O'Neill? Thank you, Paul, for that comment and making us think about who we should bring on. Thank you. We are 93 minutes in already. Cunha, take a shot. Cunha takes a shot with his left foot. It goes straight into the goalkeeper's hands. Right, guys, we only have 4 minutes left. In the comment section, what is your performance rating for the team? And give me a man of the match. If you have one, please let me know. Always, thank you, saying rating for value for money free. Sarah saying difficult for man of the match, but I think Bellegarde's a good show. Yeah, in the second half, I think he's come on and tried to make somewhat of a difference. Mr. B, how can you have man of the match when you lose the game 1-3? You could pick a Crystal Palace player. Man of the match, pick someone. If you're going to pick a man of the match, you could pick a Palace player. That's fine. I'm going to pick Milo, I think. I think for the second half, Bellegarde's been okay, so I'll possibly give Bellegarde second half. For overall, maybe Gomez. We haven't had a good game overall. We are losing, but let's try and find the positives. Thank you. I bet's coming in about the comments here saying Gary O'Neill's done quite well this season, but the injuries and the amount of games has kind of killed us. I think we've got kind of two sides at the moment. One saying Gary O'Neill's getting a little bit too much support despite the poor performances. Other side, people saying we haven't had enough support by Fosun and we don't have enough players to maintain. So thank you guys for those comments on that. 95 minutes gone. Thank you to all of you who have joined us on the watch along today. Please smash that like button if you haven't already. It really helps the channel and lets us know that you're enjoying them. So thank you so much. Just to give you a reminder, I will be back for the very last watch along of the season. We will be going to Anfield for Jurgen Klopp's final game as manager, as Liverpool boss. I'm really hoping that this is not going to be a whipping, but I can't guarantee. But I'm hoping at worst for a 2-0. I can take that on the chin. If we can find a draw or a win, that'd be amazing. But I'm not sure. I'm not going to be ridiculously hopeful. Maybe I will be next week. But if you are around, please join us for the very last watch along of the season. Thank you so much. Trudy, Milo is man of the match. He's always man of the match. A lot of you in the comment section discussing that. Is it players? Is it manager? Thank you guys for joining in that comment section. 96 minutes in. We've got 1 minute left. Can we get it back to at least 3-2? Sarabia is clipped. We have a free kick for Wolves. Tommy Doyle and Sarabia both over the ball. Sarabia takes a free kick. Gomez off Richards. One more corner for Wolves to try and make it 2-3 for the end. Ball in towards Cunha. Crystal Palace get it away. And that is it. The game is over. It's Wolves 1, Crystal Palace 3. After Crystal Palace had a fantastic performance against United, they've come to the Molineux and take away all 3 points. Looking at the table then from where we are, currently Man City are top of the league. They just played the game at 12:30 kickoff. Arsenal have a game to play as well this weekend, so they can go back top. But Man City do have one more game against Spurs in midweek, so they should be able to go above Arsenal if they win that game. Liverpool are sitting 3rd. Sadly for Wolves, it's not a good day. They were 11th for weeks on this watch-along. They've now dropped to 13th. Palace just taking over on 12th. We both have 46 points, but Crystal Palace, especially over the last couple of games, have got a better goal difference. So congratulations, Crystal Palace. You played very well today. You had some good finishing and some good clinical moments, and you took the game fair and square. So thank you so much. To everyone on the watch along, thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you for everyone who smashed that like button. If you haven't already and you've enjoyed the watch along, go over to Always Wolves Fans TV. If you like the look of it, even if you're not a Wolves fan, you just love football, go have a look at that. If you like it, give us a subscribe, smash the notification bell. Shortly, there will be an instant reaction from Dazzling Dave from Molineux. It will take about 30 minutes or so just keep your eyes peeled for that one. Thank you to everyone who's been joining me on the watch-alongs all season. Always Moaning, Adrian, Barry, Cole, Paul, Sarah, Trudy. Sorry I couldn't mention everyone, but thank you so much to all of you. Peter, for joining me on the watch-alongs every single week. I really appreciate having those familiar faces and having a chat with you. 123, thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you, Always Moan, for joining us again. Peter, thank you so much for joining us, as always. Thank you so much. Adrian saying, still not good enough in defence, needs someone for the summer. Definitely agree with you there. Thank you so much. Sarah, thank you so much for coming on. Really appreciate it. Chungy, does anyone know if Eurovision is getting cancelled? I don't know. I don't watch Eurovision Song Contest apart from those last 10 minutes when it's like 12 points go to. It's never England, so I just turn it off. 123 saying rubbish, but thank you. Jeff Shee, Forson, a little bit of sarcasm there. And Judy saying thank you to me. Right, guys, thank you so much for joining me. If you have enjoyed, please smash that like button if you haven't already. I will see you all again for the final watch-along of the season, where Wolves take on Liverpool at home at Anfield with Jurgen Klopp's final game as Liverpool manager. It sounds like a match made in hell and looks like written in the stars for Wolves to get a whooping, but I really hope I'm wrong. So thank you so much for joining me. Go out in that sunshine, have a nice drink, and I'll see you next week. Thank you very much. Thank you, Godfrey. Thank you, everyone, for joining me. I'll see you soon. And Dave, this is for you. Always Wolves. Thank you very much, guys. See you soon. Goodbye.